She chased her across the parking lot, got in front of her car, and dove on the hood.
That's not the... No. Move!
Okay. You don't want to be in the Truman Show.
I like the movie. I don't like to be in it. No, sir.
Yeah. So you'd rather have some privacy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You, even though this is, you say this is causing you some pain, you still are doing this, right?
Yes, Dr. Phil.
And you want to do it?
Yes, Dr. Phil.
What's your payoff? What do you get out of this?
What I get out of this, Dr. Phil, is I suffer with bipolar disorder, and I'm married to a veteran with PTSD. I'm isolated, I'm withdrawn, and YouTube is one of the only places that I can express myself without being told to shush or sit down and be quiet.
Well, apparently they are telling you to shush and sit down and be quiet. In fact, they're telling you to go yourself.
The ones that are hurting me, yes, sir.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
And that you say that gets to you.
Yes.
You call your channel or your site Truthfully Tricia.
Yes, sir.
Is that an accurate moniker?
Because I'm brutally honest with my life and everything being
So
bipolar.
you're truthful straight up. You just call it like you see it. I mean, if it comes out of your mouth, it's the truth. People like it or not like it.
Living in secret, silence, and shame, you become addicted to things. And to live your life authentically, you have to speak the truth no matter how hard it is, no matter who's watching.
And you say your life causes you pain because you were withdrawn, lonely, bored before, and this became your outlet, your connection, that hurt your feelings?
Yes, it's everything. Everything, our whole marriage, everything is, I'm finding things, her opinions, her thoughts on stuff, the television shows that she likes, from the internet. We don't communicate. I am going to the internet to find out what my wife's doing. And during our last argument, our last big argument, I said, "What's going on, Tricia?" And she said, "Well, if you followed me on YouTube, you'd know."
If you paid attention to me, you'd know.
And that really caused me to get upset.
She says, number one, that she loves to tell the truth. It's not airing dirty laundry. She just loves to tell the truth.
But she doesn't need to tell my truth.
So somebody sent you a pizza?
Yes.
And you didn't order it.
There were about 4 pizzas that were ordered to me, and I, in good nature and jolly, I said, "I'll pay for it. I know the pizza place. Little did I know 2 of my haters conspired against me, and I'm anaphylactic allergic to black pepper."
And she decided to eat some of it, and it sent her into anaphylactic shock. But did it really?
Tricia live streaming our whole lives is causing big problems in our marriage. We separated earlier this year, and of course, she live streamed it.
You're the dumb. You need to shut up and back down.
See?
You need to go and leave.
What?
It started when Sean was upset with me being online.
I was so pissed off, I yanked the router, and that's all it took. It pissed her off. She went nuts.
I flipped out, and I left. I moved out of the house for 2 weeks.
She went online and told the whole wide world that I was abusive. It's caused us to have intimacy issues. Our main problem is a lack of communication. Live streaming is like a drug Tricia can't resist.
Well, for the last year, Tricia says she's been streaming her life and her family's lives, good or bad, because she says she is all about the truth, telling the truth, whether it's flattering, not flattering. She just says, I just tell the truth. It's unburdening for her. Her husband, Sean, says live streaming is like a drug and Tricia cannot resist. He says her addiction has created haters, trolls, people that get after her. And on one occasion, at least one occasion, they sent her food meant to purposely make her sick. Take a look.
Recently, over the course of 2 nights, we had 5 pizzas delivered to our house that we didn't order.
I ate pizza that had black pepper in it. I'm severely allergic to it. I talked about my black pepper allergy online, and one of the pizzas that was sent to me had extra black pepper on it.
After taking a few bites, she couldn't breathe, and she called 911.
It's like my whole mouth and my throat.
I woke up after hearing the sirens of the ambulance stop in front of my house.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. As I was having the anaphylaxis, another pizza arrived. My tongue is like swelling up now.
I opened the front door and there she is, live streaming with the cops and the EMTs there. I was so pissed off, I told her to turn that phone off.
I can't swallow. I actually know who did it. That person was out to ruin my day.
Even gasping for breath, she wouldn't log off. It never stops.
Okay, well, first off, if somebody sends you something you didn't order, you don't know where it came from,
We live in a small town.
Why'd you eat it?
We live in a small town.
You can't get that small.
It's that small.
No, why did you eat it?
I bought it and I was in jest. Why not? The poor guy had to drive 45 minutes.
So
from
give him a
that
tip and
location
send him home,
back.
but why did you eat it?
My daughter said the first time, Mom, why didn't you keep the pizza? So then I said, okay, next time I'll keep the pizza. It happened. I kept the pizza. I ate the pizza, and that was what happened.
So you said you purchased it to be supportive.
Yes, because as a small mom and pop business, that's not fair, and it hurt my heart to see the poor guy lugging it up.
We didn't need it to be
the stairs.
supportive. You paid for it to be
I
supportive.
paid for it, and then I said, hey, I didn't have to make dinner tonight. Didn't even think there was going to be that happening.
And you have a severe allergy to black pepper.
I take precautions.
Like
normally.
peanuts. People
So
have
pretty-
allergies to peanuts. You have it to black pepper. In fact, you sent us a document that is proof of your black pepper allergy because you're all about telling the truth. But this doesn't have a name on it.
Because those were screenshots. You don't have time to get medical records in 2 days. Production's so fast.
Well,
If I had a week, I could get you documents. It takes 7 to 14 days to get your medical record.
when you took the screenshot, why didn't you include your name on the screenshot?
Because it was to someone who was a supportive person to help make a video for me
Oh, so you didn't take a screenshot for us. You took it for somebody else.
a while ago, and that's what I had left
Why
in
were
my
you?
phone.
Why was somebody questioning if you had an allergy to pepper?
A while ago, someone had said that they were going to be supportive of me and make a video for me because they claim that I fake, that I'm a liar. So I said, here's my documents, and I screenshot those, and that's all that I had to provide.
See, I'm trying to figure out what we're doing here and why we're here. Because see, when I started the Dr. Phil show, we didn't even, the first text hadn't even been sent. There was no Snapchat. There was no Twitter. There was none of this Facebook or this is all new since I started. We were still,
Right.
Everything that she's sending you, and she's saying that this is something that I sent to somebody else. That's true. She has to prove to everybody else, every question that is asked of her, she feels like she's got to get the approval of other people.
Well, see, this is your chance because if you like putting it out there and telling the truth, this has got to be a big day for you because you're on the biggest platform you've ever been on, right?
Yes, sir.
Because your 2,000 followers just went to like 7 million. You're on the #1 show. We're in 100% of the United States and like 57 foreign countries. I mean, this is worldwide. And so a lot of people this is your chance to set the record straight, right?
Yes.
And you're truthfully Tricia, so you're all about telling the truth.
This story is interesting. Obviously, I'm a content creator myself. I'm not live streaming my personal life. I wouldn't be opposed to doing some of that, but there's no way I'd be live streaming my marriage the way she is. And I wouldn't be live streaming my throat closing up and losing the ability to breathe air. She definitely strikes me as a very lonely person. She's not connecting with her husband. He doesn't even know what TV show she watches without watching her live stream. That's just really odd. And it's a little confusing. I mean, did she never watch TV before she started live streaming? Did he never ask her before? Did she never offer up the information? I'm just trying to understand what's going on, but apparently some drama is going to go down, so let's see what happens.
So you gave us a video of you having you have a severe allergy to pepper, like peanut allergy, which children, of course.
A black pepper allergy takes up to 20 minutes, and depending on how much pepper that you eat. And this production happened so fast, I could provide all of the medical documentation.
I know the curve of the mucous membranes and the airways closing down when there's a allergic reaction. In fact, I have a video of someone that actually has an anaphylactic shock reaction. This is a mild to moderate episode. Let's take a look. You hear the wheezing because the airways are shutting down here. And you see she's got an EpiPen,
Yep.
and they're taping this, and finally says, you need to do it.
Can I add that I was hospitalized for anaphylaxis once before, and I have an EpiPen?
You see, this is the, listen. Okay, now that's a mild to moderate anaphylaxis, and let's take a look at your anaphylaxis that you called an ambulance over.
The medic right across the street, let's make that clear. They didn't travel miles to,
Now, you're talking and adjusting the camera, and
because I was filming what was happening, I could feel it happening.
My tongue is like swelling up now.
you're chatting them up, telling them what's going on here.
It's swelling really
That's
bad.
The first time that it happened to me, This is how I know it was happening to you, Dr. Phil.
Where's your EpiPen?
I didn't have it anymore. It was in storage when
I
you
can't.
You're subject to anaphylaxis and you stored your EpiPen?
I can't swallow.
Yes. As a matter of fact, when you're in a situation when you have to move pretty quickly, you throw stuff in storage.
Not
Sometimes
when
you
you
don't
have
think.
anaphylaxis, you don't store
I
it.
didn't think today I'm going to eat a pizza with extra black pepper on it. You don't think of certain things.
I know what you're saying, Dr. Phil.
Let me tell you,
It doesn't.
when you're subject to your air being cut off,
Yes, sir.
you don't store.
You don't breathe. Yeah, you're right.
But also, when you know it's happening and you feel it's happening, you don't wait for either.
So when you've had a reaction worse than what we just
In
saw,
2015.
and you stored your EpiPen.
Not on purpose.
So you're subject at
never
any
stored
time
it.
to what we saw with that woman happening to you, and
I have a lot of Benadryl, and I'm very careful with the things that I eat. I always ask, is there black pepper in it? And I protect myself
except
with
the
the Benadryl.
pizza that somebody you don't know sent you, and you just ate that, not knowing what was ordered, what
It
they
was in
put
the
on
heat
it.
of the moment. Sometimes you don't always think, and to demonize a reaction like that, you can't make that up. It happened. It's not worth 5 cents on YouTube to have a reaction. It's like, hey, I just ate this pizza. If something happens to me, you can see who's
5
doing
cents. I
this.
know what you mean, but
You don't make money off of YouTube.
No,
It's
but
not-
there are different kinds of currencies. Another kind of a currency is attention getting. Is it possible that that was attention getting behavior?
No, sir. Why would I put myself through that and make myself look like an idiot?
Well, that doesn't, because you don't think that looks like an idiot. You think that looks like you're
Oh,
suffering
I'm so beautiful, guys. Check me out. I'm having anaphylaxis here. Yeah, like, no. That's
because
not
you're
how that
truthfully
happens.
Tricia.
No.
And you tell the truth and the truth only.
Oh, the truth is my hair looks good and I just ate some black pepper. Check out how my lips swell up. No, it's not like that. I was filming what was going on. So if anything were to happen, y'all saw what happened. Medics got to me like that. They were across the street. And that's how that happened. So for me to be demonized for my reaction, what about the person who sent me the pizza unprovoked? I tried to be the nice guy by buying it. And then I'm the bad one because I had a reaction?
No, we could have dealt with any kind of medical issue without it being live streamed.
Oh.
Coming up, Tricia says one of her so-called haters that she says should be the ones demonized, not her. I don't think I'm demonizing. I'm just asking you questions. But if you get defensive, then you're demonizing yourself. She says one of these people stalked her and drove 15 miles to where she just is getting away and taking a vacation just to teach her a lesson. Tricia claims that when she went down out of her hotel room to confront the woman, I don't know why, that the hater actually hit her with her car.
Memorial Day of 2017, I was live streaming and I had a breakdown. My son was visiting his family in Atlanta, so I live streamed for over 8 hours straight. There was a moment where I smeared fake blood on me. It reminded me of the part of me that died when I was as a young girl. It got twisted out to be something demonic, and it wasn't. I was admitted in the hospital for 6 days.
I got a call from the hospital. They asked if I wanted to commit her. I said, hell no. Part of her outpatient recovery was to stay offline. It lasted about 5 days. She got back online.
Everybody's talking to me today.
Now, Sean says he was supportive when his wife Tricia started her YouTube channel. That is until the police showed up with a crisis team and CPS started making welfare checks. Take a look.
Ooh, the cops are here.
This summer, multiple times, the police have knocked on her door with a crisis team.
Hands up, don't shoot, guys. They've been saying I had suicide attempts. They wanted wellness checks. A troll called.
They claim that they've been getting calls from all over the country.
But I have it on tape. There was no violence of any sort. CPS was called last week after live streaming an argument with my daughter.
Because I can do it. It's my channel. You can do whatever you want.
They have said they received complaints of neglect. A CPS worker came to my door while I was live streaming and told me to turn off my live stream so she could talk to me. And I said no. And I utilized my Fourth Amendment right. Told her to get a warrant and come back.
CPS interviewed our daughter 3 times. They went to our daughter's school and asked questions about her family. But we've been told by CPS we've done nothing wrong. I don't know who's making the accusations, but I bet it's one of the haters.
For them to involve your children, bad news. That's not good for them to do. Now, the police have come to your house too, right?
Yes, Dr. Phil.
And you live streamed that.
Yes, I did, for my protection.
What do you mean?
They have body cams, I have my live cam. They tell me I'm crazy and they want to lock me up and commit me. Show me proof. I am at home. I am not drinking and driving. I'm not
They're
doing
not gonna lock you
anything
up and
but
commit
being
me.
home.
They talked to me about the steps if I wanted to do it.
Well, they went on and said, like at the hospital, you wanted me committed, so
So one of the trolls or haters or viewers or followers, or you don't know exactly who it was, but somebody called the police when you streamed an argument you were having with your husband and your daughter?
Yes. Might I interject, sir? One person called 911 as if I were a butterball turkey on Thanksgiving. They called and said that I was suicidal and all this, and spent 7.5 minutes talking to a 911 dispatcher about me taking the resources away from somebody else on a Friday night where there were people drinking and driving on the highway. A cop had to come to me while I was live streaming.
Where did Butterball Turkey get in?
Because people call 911 because they burn their turkey on Thanksgiving.
All right,
I'm not worthy of that. I was streaming my life, not actively.
Well, Tricia and Sean say her online haters have even stalked her and tried to run over her with a car. She told us about that. Take a look.
Last week I was in Myrtle Beach and I was live streaming.
One of her haters went to the motel, staked out the parking lot, and confronted Tricia.
I went out to get her license plate and she backed out of the parking lot. She hit me with her car.
Haters will say Tricia jumped on the car, but she didn't.
So you knew they were down there.
What happened was I spent the day on Ocean Avenue where there were a bunch of homeless people and a lot of great things. I was with my support dog and some woman, hair messed up. I thought, oh, another homeless woman. I had $5 left in my pocket. At the end of the day, I just wanted a damn ice cream cone. And she started filming me and I said, I don't know who. I was nice. I answered the questions. And I thought, another homeless person, please leave me alone. I just want an ice cream cone. Went and got an ice cream. Then I got a text, somebody's live streaming you right now. I was like, oh no. So I ran outside and I went to get the license plate because it's usually, you're crazy, it's your word against hers. No, I wanted that license plate. So I ran after her.
Why?
I wanted proof that I'm being harassed.
We had proof because she was live streaming. I'm here in front of the hotel. She was parked in this handicapped spot and she waited for you. I saw that.
I could tell, I could smell that because she
We need any more proof.
So I ran after her, she was backing away. And then she came for me. I don't know if I learned it from Jackie Chan or Medea, but I jumped when her car came at me. I jumped and I fell and I rolled off the roof and
So
I got back
she hit you
up.
with her car?
She hit me with my car. If you watch the direction of the line of her windshield, and I don't know, I
Were
think,
you hurt?
Yeah.
How were you hurt? I mean, did it hit you in the hip or ribs? Or
If you had to see the clip, I kind of rolled down the hill and had ice cream stain all down because I threw my ice cream at her. I was so mad. I ruined that damn ice cream.
I actually don't think she's lying about having a black pepper allergy. It's possible that her allergy is just very mild. You know, for people with very mild allergies, they just might get like some tingling. It doesn't have to turn into full-on wheezing like it did for that other woman. It does appear that maybe she was being a bit overly dramatic about it, or she was just very scared. I don't know. It is interesting though that she decided to live stream it, but that's not really shocking considering that she live streams her own child, and she continues live streaming her child despite CPS being called repeatedly. You would think that after the first time some random person on the internet called CPS on her about her child that she would have just stopped posting her child. But no, gotta get those views.
Well, you said if we see the clip, we would know. We actually have the clip.
Okay. I'd love for you to see that.
We actually.
Because there's either
We actually
Jackie
do.
Chan or Medea, because I wasn't going to take that.
We actually do have the clip. Here's a more detailed version of that story
If you get hit by a
that I
car.
want Tricia to look at, and then you can comment on.
Last week I was in Myrtle Beach and I was live streaming.
One of her haters went to the motel, staked out the parking lot, and confronted Tricia.
Honey, you can take my license plate all you want.
I found out that this female follower of mine had driven 15 miles to see me.
Do not sit there and talk junk about people online because you never know who you're going to run into.
I didn't recognize nor invite her. Someone had texted me to let me know that she was streaming online, so I went outside and I confronted her.
Come on out.
She said she was going to teach me a lesson, pop me in the face.
You can move from in front of my car. Get off of my car.
I went out to get her license plates.
Get off of my car. I'm calling the police, honey. Get out of my way. Here, honey.
She backed out of the parking lot and she hit me with her car.
Move! I didn't hit you.
Haters will say Tricia jumped on the car, but she didn't.
I did. When she was coming at me, you jump up. You just don't stand there. If a car's coming at you, you jump. Medea or Jackie Chan taught you how to do that. If a car's coming at you, you either jump out of the way or stand there and get hit and knocked down.
Have you seen that before?
Not like that, not that big. I saw it on a little iPhone 5 and I'm like, I hadn't seen it on Dr. Phil's
She was
72-inch
backing up.
cinema
She was
TV.
backing up, and she went straight at me. Do you stand there? No.
Tricia.
You jump.
You had
Come on,
all the proof
Sean.
that you needed that somebody was there stalking you without you going back out there.
But
She
there's no
chased her
proof.
across the parking lot, got
get a
in front of her
license plate.
car, and dove on the hood.
That's not the, no. That is not the way it happened. If I was going to do you see how big I am? If I was going to dive on the hood, I'd have pulled a Superfly Jimmy
Well,
Snuka
let's
on
take,
that hood.
I isolated that little section again. Let's take a
Isolate
look
that
at
and
just
watch.
that.
Watch how they go. She's backing up and she's going forward.
Move!
I jumped up. She was coming towards me. You don't stand there.
I didn't hit you.
You ran in front of the car and jumped on the hood.
She was headed towards me. I jumped at
She
the car.
wasn't headed
We
towards
collide-
you. She was leaving. You
No,
chased her
time out.
down
Look.
like a.
No.
You chased her down.
Watch.
Here
Look,
it is.
see,
Look,
look,
you're
she's
running.
going forward. No, she's going forward. She was going forward. You can see her go back. No.
You ran
If
her
she did not
down
go
like a
back-
cheetah on a gazelle.
More like an elephant on a car. I might have caused some damage, but if you look, she backed out and then she moved forward again. Watch the street and watch the windshield of her car.
Did you come
Move forward
running
and
from
back.
50 yards away to get in front of her?
Yes.
Watch you come in from
Watch
the.
her back up. Now she's moving forward.
Okay.
I run it,
But
but
do
she's
you
ahead
see
of
you
me.
running from across the parking lot to get in front of her car?
Because I wanted that license plate number.
You already had the
I
license plate
didn't
number.
get it. I didn't get it. Because the license plate's in the back of the car in North
Were
Carolina.
you getting it over your shoulder as you dove in?
The license plate's in the back of the car. She backed out. And then she backed. If you watch.
Then why were you in front of the car? If you wanted the
Trying to get
license
back.
plate, why didn't you run
'Cause she's
behind the
backing
car?
up, and then she came out.
Well, truthfully, Tricia, you dove on that hood.
What was I to do? Stand there
How
and.
about staying over on the other side of the parking lot?
Watch. But if you watch, that's not even fair. No, Dr. Phil, that's not even fair because if you look, she backed up. She could have kept backing up. She went forward, and while we both collided like it was an African safari. I'm a beast. I know that. But when we collided, when that happened, watch. See, she's backing up. Now watch. She's going forward. I'm going forward. I jumped up. Because what happens? You can't just all of a sudden run and stop.
The car
We
is
both were
stopped
going.
when you dove on the
No,
hood.
it wasn't stopped, sir. No, it was not stopped. If you watch, slow it down. She was going forward, so was I. You can't stop me. I'm 200 pounds like a linebacker. I wanted that plate to prove that she was there.
Help me out here.
Let me say this one thing about everything that we're here for. Every single thing. None of it needs to be on YouTube. None of it.
So wait a minute. What you're telling me is, I believe I'm Rosa Parks of the internet. You want to know why? Because I'm not going to sit down and I'm not going to be told what to do. I have a right. I have a voice. I have the right to speak my opinion. I have the right to talk about whatever it is that I want to. Back
You
in
do.
1955,
Yeah,
a woman
Tricia.
was tired. She did not want to be told what to do. We live in a society now where we have the outlet to be able to say what's on our mind. It's a human rights
Look,
issue.
don't flatter yourself. You're not Rosa Parks.
No, I'm not. I'm truthfully Trisha. I wouldn't flatter myself because it's an honor to be Rosa Parks. I'm truthfully Trisha, and I'm standing up for what I believe in. That woman had no right to be there. Whether you believe how the collision happened, it happened. That woman left her kids under the age of 12 home alone to come after me on vacation, and that's okay?
No, that's not okay. And
She
you
watching
coming
the
down
whole
from a
thing.
high rise down into the parking lot and
I was
putting
in the lobby
yourself
when
in.
it happened. You missed the first part. She interviewed me, Dr. Phil. She
Yeah,
spotted
I know.
me.
I didn't miss the first part. You were going to get an ice cream cone with your last $5 after spending the day with homeless people up and down the way, and you wanted your ice cream cone. You went to get it, and she was interviewing you. Then somebody texted you and said, "By the way, you're being live streamed right now."
And then she threatened me that she's going to pop me in
then
my
she's
head
going
and
to
all
punch
the
you
other
in the
stuff.
face.
And so I'm
Instead,
supposed to
you
take
dove on the
it?
hood of her car.
And no, you would have seen me like Superfly Jimmy Snuka, like for an audition for women's wrestling or something. That was just a reaction. I learned that from Jackie Chan or Medea.
Well,
When
Tricia
the
says her haters have gone on campaigns against her and even created the Hate Tricia fan club. But what do her fans say about all of this?
So this was part one of a two-part episode. Y'all, this woman compared herself to Rosa Parks. She compared herself to Rosa Parks. I am speechless. I don't know what to say. She said that woman was tired. Okay, so we all agree that she dove onto that car, right? Right. She was not hit. She launched herself onto the hood of this woman's car and like rolled as she did it. And then said, "You hit me." Maybe I should take back what I said about her really being allergic to black pepper, because who knows now? Who actually knows at this point? I don't even know anymore. This woman is desperate for attention. It's sad. She says that she's bipolar, so I assume that has something to do with it. That plays some sort of role. I do, however, know a few bipolar people. They've never done anything like this before. Honestly, I'm just kind of dying to get to part 2 because I saw a little snippet of part 2, and I guess she collapses on stage in part 2. She's gonna run off stage and collapse or something. I don't know. I guess that's where the real drama happens. So I'm gonna watch part 2, but what did you guys think of this? Do you think that Trisha is obsessed with attention? Do you think that she is having some mental health challenges right now and she's using this YouTube channel not as a healthy outlet, but more as some sort of like maladaptive coping mechanism to meet some unmet deep needs of hers? Do you think she really has a black pepper allergy? If so, do you think she was being a bit overly dramatic about it for the YouTube? Do you think that she dove onto this woman's car, or do you think she was actually hit? If I find out that my hater is downstairs waiting for me in a car, I'm not going outside. But you guys let me know what you think about this. Drop it in the comments.